the one I enjoyed reading more than anything else was Harry Potter.
Queen Camilla's path to royalty has been anything but smooth. Ever since her affair with Prince Charles became public, she has been branded as the villain in one of the monarchy's biggest scandals. But why does she continue to be hated even today, despite her royal status? We dive into the reasons behind Camilla's enduring unpopularity and the shadow cast by Princess Diana's memory. Camilla and Prince Charles had known each other for years before his marriage to Princess Diana. Their close relationship continued even after Charles married Diana, leading to rumors of an affair. When the affair was finally exposed, it caused a huge public outcry because Diana was already a beloved figure, seen as the innocent victim in the royal love triangle. Camilla quickly became labeled as the other woman, with many blaming her for the collapse of the fairy tale marriage between Charles and Diana. The scandal didn't just end with the exposure, it followed Camilla for years. The public's perception of her was shaped by the idea that she had played a key role in breaking up the royal marriage. Her reputation as a homewrecker persisted, making it difficult for many to accept her as a legitimate royal figure. This scandal left a lasting mark on Camilla's public image, and even today, she remains one of the most controversial members of the royal family, with some people unable to forgive or forget her role in the affair. Princess Diana captivated the world with her warmth, empathy, and down-to-earth nature. Her ability to connect with people, both inside and outside of the royal family, made her one of the most admired public figures globally. When Diana spoke candidly in a 1995 interview about the struggles in her marriage, famously stating, "There were 3 of us in this marriage," it added fuel to the fire. This comment made it clear to the public that Camilla had played a significant part in Diana's heartbreak. Even after Diana's tragic death, her legacy has remained powerful and unshakable. She is remembered as a compassionate humanitarian who suffered due to the pressures of royal life. For many, the memory of Diana has made it nearly impossible for Camilla to escape negative comparisons. Camilla's efforts to be accepted as a royal have often been overshadowed by the public's enduring affection for Diana. The late princess's influence continues to shape how Camilla is viewed, with many still seeing her as someone who caused great pain to a beloved public figure. This lasting comparison has deeply affected Camilla's ability to be fully embraced in her role. Camilla's reputation was shaped largely by the media, which often portrayed her in a negative light. She was frequently depicted as someone who was manipulative and cold, with stories focused more on her flaws than her qualities. This harsh coverage left a lasting impression, especially among those who witnessed the fallout from Diana's marriage. For many older people, the story of Diana's heartbreak remains vivid, and Camilla is still seen as a central figure in that painful chapter. The idea that she was responsible for causing the beloved princess so much sorrow has been hard to shake. Because of this, even as Camilla took on more royal duties and tried to show her commitment, there are still people who feel she hasn't earned her position. Her past continues to be a major obstacle in winning over those who see her as unworthy of the title. Camilla's entry into the royal family was anything but easy. Right from the start, she faced challenges with acceptance, not just from the public, but also within the family. Princess Anne, known for her dedication to tradition, was reportedly one of the most skeptical about Camilla. Their shared history, involving Anne's past connection with Camilla's ex-husband Andrew Parker Bowles, added an awkward layer to their relationship. Camilla's more relaxed and down-to-earth attitude didn't always fit in with the royal family's formal ways, creating a natural tension. Unlike Diana, who was seen as graceful and glamorous, Camilla's approach was less conventional, which didn't win over everyone. The adjustment to the rigid expectations of royal life was difficult, and she struggled to find her place, making it even harder to earn the acceptance and support of the family members and the public. When Camilla became more involved with Prince Charles, Queen Elizabeth II was hesitant to fully accept her into the royal fold. This reluctance wasn't just personal, it was also due to her role as the head of the Church of England, which has strict views on divorce and remarriage. Since Camilla and Charles had a history involving an affair during his previous marriage, the situation was complicated for the Queen. It took years for the Queen to gradually show signs of acceptance, eventually attending events with Camilla and publicly acknowledging her. This shift indicated a significant change in royal approval, but it didn't resolve all the doubts. Many people still felt uneasy about Camilla's place in the royal family, and the controversy around her past didn't disappear. While the Queen's acceptance helped, it didn't completely change the divided opinions about Camilla's role. Charles and Camilla's wedding in 2005 marked the official union of a couple whose relationship had sparked controversy for years. For many, their marriage was a reminder of the heartbreak surrounding Princess Diana, and some saw it as disrespectful to her memory. The wedding was simple, avoiding grand royal traditions, which some felt was a conscious effort to minimize backlash. Camilla took the title of Duchess of Cornwall instead of Princess of Wales, out of respect for Diana's legacy. While this move was intended to avoid further controversy, it wasn't enough to gain public approval. People were still skeptical, with lingering doubts about whether Camilla truly deserved a place in the royal family. The wedding closed a chapter on a long and troubled love affair, but for many, it didn't erase the wounds left by the past, and Camilla's acceptance remained a divisive issue. Camilla has put in significant effort over the years to reshape her image and gain acceptance. She has increased her public appearances, taken on more royal responsibilities, and dedicated herself to charitable causes such as raising awareness about domestic violence and promoting osteoporosis research. These efforts aim to show her commitment to making a positive impact beyond her past controversies. Despite these contributions, many people still struggle to overlook the history associated with her name. For some, the steps Camilla has taken come across as too late to repair the damage that has already been done. Her past involvement in the Charles-Diana love triangle continues to linger in the public's memory, making it difficult for her to fully escape the negative associations. The media's ongoing focus on her controversial history doesn't help either, often reigniting old debates and casting a shadow over her current efforts. The way people view Camilla often depends on their age and how closely they followed the events surrounding her, Charles and Diana. Older generations who witnessed the media frenzy around the royal affair tend to have strong opinions, with many still blaming Camilla for Diana's suffering. These individuals often see her as a reminder of the pain and scandal that impacted the royal family during that time. In contrast, younger people who may not have experienced the Diana years firsthand are generally more open-minded about Camilla. They are more likely to see her as someone who has worked hard to fulfill her royal duties and support important causes. However, even among younger generations, there remains a deep respect and admiration for Diana, which means Camilla's past is still part of the conversation. This ongoing comparison continues to shape how her role as queen consort is viewed. The media has been a major factor in how the public sees Camilla. From the beginning, news outlets often portrayed her as someone who was manipulative and driven by a desire for power. This negative image stuck with her for many years, making it hard for people to see past the headlines. Even when Camilla took on more royal duties and focused on charity work, her past kept coming up in the media. News stories often highlighted her earlier controversies rather than her current efforts, keeping old wounds open. Each time she appeared at public events or attended royal ceremonies, there were comparisons to what Princess Diana might have done in the same situation. This constant scrutiny made it difficult for Camilla to step out of the shadow of the past and be seen for who she is today. Camilla's rise to queen consort has come with a mix of acceptance and resistance. While some people have grown to appreciate her dedication to royal duties, others still struggle to forgive her past. The constant comparison to Princess Diana continues to influence how she is perceived. Even with all her efforts to improve her image, it may be impossible for Camilla to fully escape the legacy of Diana. The late princess's memory still holds a strong place in the public's heart. Nonetheless, Camilla continues to fulfill her role, facing ongoing judgment while trying to shape her own legacy.